Welcome to SHOT Show TV. I'm David Lombardo, and we're here with an old friend, Ashley Hlebinsky, who is with the Cody Firearms Museum in Cody, Wyoming. And finally, after 5 years, what's the big announcement?
We are opening our new renovated Cody Firearms Museum on July 6th of this year.
And so what's different?
Everything.
And there's that.
So we took our 40,000 square foot museum, it's over 2 floors, and we completely gutted it. We have about 1,000 more guns on display than we had in the original museum, a stairwell between the 2 floors, which is way more exciting for me than anybody else. 4 firearms simulators, including a Browning M2 experience, and just a lot more historical context. We break everything down by kind of historical theme and section. The front of the museum is dedicated to kind of the novice, the people who don't know about guns that come into our museum, because about half of our audience doesn't know a lot about guns. And we teach them about firearm safety, tips at the range, there's a steel challenge simulator, and then they learn all this terminology that they see in the museum so they can finally comprehend what's going on when they walk through the museum and see carbine, cartridge, gauge, what does that all mean? So the front of the museum kind of orients them to that, and then they can go through an evolution of technology, story of the West, a military section, a science center, and an art museum all on the main floor. And then the lower level is dedicated entirely to the collector and researcher.
So for people who are planning their vacation for this coming summer, how do they get more information?
All right, so if you want to come see the new museum this summer, we open July 6th, so you can come be a part of our grand opening. It's open to the public. And you can also look it up online at centerofthewest.org. And if you're interested in watching all the antics of the construction and the installation, check out our social media on Cody Firearms Museum on Instagram and Facebook, and Cody Firearms on Twitter.
Now, the really exciting thing, Ashley, is you now have your own television show. So
Yes.
That's on Discovery Channel, yes?
Yes, yes.
And it's called Master of Arms.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So this was really an exciting project to be a part of. It's all about historical weapons making, and it's everything from blades to bows to firearms, and it's a competition show. So like your Chopped or your cooking show, and you've got 3 contestants that come in for a first round, and they have to make a weapon, a functioning weapon, and then we test it out, eliminate someone, and then the final 2 go into a 4-day master build, working side by side, and they have to make another firearm or weapon depending on what the episode is. And we have former Special Operations Sniper Nicholas Irving doing the weapons testing for that master build, and I'm one of the judges on the show, and we deliberate and we see how the firearms did either in the test or how historically accurate they were depending on the challenge and kind of the aesthetics of it, and we name someone Master of Arms and they get $10,000 at the end of the episode.
It's got to be a lively show because you're like this walking ball of energy. I mean, you're never just quiet. You're constantly in motion.
Yeah.
So it's got to be really an interesting show.
It really is fascinating. But the cool thing about the show is you've got the 3 hosts. We've got our firearm specialist, Zeke Stout. You have me as the kind of historian. And then we have a blacksmith and also bladesmith, Trenton Ty. But the show isn't about us. And that's what I love about it. It's really about the craftspeople that we have on it. So, we present the challenges, we deliberate, we hold all the power, but the show is not about us. It is about showcasing this really fascinating craft that is still alive and well in the United States.
So how do they see it?
All right, so we just wrapped the first season. There's 8 episodes, and if you want to check it out, you can watch them on discovery.com. You can also watch it on Hulu, Amazon, and iTunes.
Master of Arms on Discovery Channel. You don't want to miss it.